We arrive at a brand new arc of the Pokemon Horizons anime. And this was freaking awesome!
Pokemon Ranger, I choose you! Let's challenge.
What's up my dear boys and girls, it's your Ranger Boy here and welcome to another review of Pokemon Horizons, where we enter a brand new chapter of its ongoing story, and wow, this is what I call a first impression. So if you want to know more, then grab some popcorn, grab some cookies, and let's do this. Before we make a dynamic entry into this new adventure, we start off a little bit slow. A flashback of Liko reuniting with her family. Adorable. Seeing her on her way to the school and meeting up with Roy and Dot, both wearing their brand new school uniform, and while our boy is flexing with it, Dot seems to not like it at all. Until her unofficial girlfriend Liko compliments her, and suddenly she seems to like it after all. Oh shucks. After doing a cute group photo to celebrate their school entry, the episode finally starts to get a little bit more hype with a brand new opening. Naturally with absolutely stunning visuals, but even more importantly with a song that is more upbeat and energizing compared to the last two. Already got it in my Spotify list alongside the other two, and you know what? I will say it right here right now. This already is my favorite Horizons opening by far. I mean, just listen to this.
Long, stop it! You have to continue the review.
Okay.
It can't be that good, right? Okay. I like the build-up. Interesting, I feel something. I can't stop!
See, I told you! Let's continue the review before I will waste another hour listening to this banger. As soon as our heroes enter the building, they are greeted by both school principal Clavel and champion of Paldea Gita. Right after that, they explain not only the Tera phenomenon itself, but also the Tera exclusive curriculum that all three of them will be attending to master the newfound power. That curriculum not only includes learning Tera, but also traveling across Paldea to challenge the gym leaders. Wait, hold on, we in Paldea and challenging gym leaders? Who would have thought that doing it old school way makes the anime better, right Journeys? Anyway, before all that, student council president and champion rank trainer will guide them through the whole school. The person that is known by all these titles, we only know by one name, Nemo! I missed her so much, and she missed us too, and especially Roy, since they promised each other to battle by the time they meet again, and she wants to have some action right here, right now. But sadly, instead of fulfilling her urge for battling, she has to show the kids around the school. Poor Nemo, but no worries girl, it's not like you will get cucked again, right? During their sightseeing tour, they also encounter some surprising guests, two pristine members of the Elite Four, Hassel and Rika. And I'll be honest, when I first saw Rika, I thought she was a girl. Then I listened to her voice and her mannerisms. And then I thought, oh, he's a guy. Only to look up that, at the end of the day, he's actually a girl. She's a girl, but has the voice and mannerisms of a guy. Somehow I like him. I mean her. But anyway, Rika encourages Liko to represent her Kanto school, and hearing all that, Nemo gets fired up once again, and she's ready for battle. Until the school ring bells and they have to attend class. God damn it! Give my girl what she wants, okay? So they attend their first ever class under the guidance of the energetic yet kinda hot looking teacher Dendra, my favorite full art in the Gen 9 card game. Wait, hold on, Miriam is still better though. So much better. Anyway, they immediately go outside doing some physical activities. Absolutely no problem for our nature boy Roy, mildly problematic for the shy Liko, and pure nightmare fuel for our nerd Dot. During that exhausting exercise, Dendra also explains that each trainer will challenge two gym leaders, with them not only testing their overall skills, but also whether or not they are worthy of using their Tera Orb to begin with. Furthermore, we also find out that students are only allowed to use the Tera Orb against gym leaders, and that executing Tera sterilization against other students is strictly forbidden. Last but not least, each student is assigned to the gym leader that suits their talents the most. And after another new character, aka Teacher Jack, enters the fray and provides them with an app and a homework to occupy themselves, it's time for our gang to finally find out which gym leader they are assigned to. Liko is assigned to Katie, Roy is happy to be assigned to Brassius, and to Dot's sheer misfortune, she is assigned to her internet senpai Iono, because of course. Instead of misfortune, Liko gets really lucky because she quickly reunites with her Kanto school comrade Anne. She's back. I missed Anne so much, and I missed her Asha. as an Oshawott connoisseur, I'm deeply disappointed. Anyway, while Floragato is playing tag with that thing, Liko quickly introduces her friend to Anne, and to celebrate their progress, it's time for a battle. After a magical leaf water pulse clash, Floragato seems to have the speed advantage, but thanks to using her shells as a boomerang, Liko's Pokemon still gets hit, and now impresses everyone, including the assembled Elite Four and Penny, with a flurry of aerial ace. Now it's Liko's time to impress, using her Pokemon's Flower Bud to her advantage to stop the one inferior to my Lord and Savior from using her shell, and with a final magical leaf, Liko wins! With all the battle scent flowing through the air, of course, Nemo can't miss out on all the action, and finally wants to get involved into some action herself, after all that denial. And then, the school will ring bells, and the students are on their way to start their journey towards the Gym Leader Challenge, and Nemo once again gets cucked. Nemo, my girl, I'm so sorry. So, to Nemo's disbelief, Liko and friends start their trial with Liko's challenge against Katie being up first, which makes her visibly nervous, while Dot is anxious about traveling from town to town and living in a tent. Man, that girl would have never survived with Ash and his friends back in the days, that's for sure. Before the episode ends, both Sango and Onyx infiltrate the school as students, which our heroes have quickly recognized. Man, so unlike Ash, who couldn't even figure out the shittiest disguise of Team Rocket, they actually didn't fall for that trick at all? Impressive. And the episode ends with Freed chasing his own goal, aka continuing the 6 hero mission in the background. Wow, a lot to unpack there, so let's talk about it in my impressions. First things first, this right here, aka the school arc, in my opinion is the best thing that Horizons could have done for the overall appeal of the anime. It feels fresh and revitalizing, not only thanks to this new bang of an opening and the new environment, but also thanks to Liko and the others now receiving a brand new goal, which is mastering the Tera Orb by challenging the gym leaders. I say so because as much as I like the whole 6 hero story, even for me personally it was about to get a little bit stale, let's be honest here. And to prevent this story to lose momentum, they now have made a pretty smart move by interrupting the 6 hero arc by doing something different, and by the time we return back to the whole Rayquaza saga, it will feel fresh and exciting to the audience again. But not only the fact that they interrupted the 6 hero saga, but also the way they did it was in my opinion genius. What did they do? They basically reverted back to the old school Pokemon formula. Instead of having a big group, the traveling gang only consists of 3 people, Liko, Roy and Dot. That's the classic way. Furthermore, they also are now traveling by foot from town to town while sleeping in tents, and they will challenge each of the gym leaders who will teach them some valuable lessons of how to master their craft. Again, old school. And this really does stand out as a massive positive, because both Sun and Moon and Journeys for years tried to neglect the classic formula, and instead they tried to reinvent the wheel by doing a lot of experiments in all areas, and needless to say, sometimes it worked, but a lot of times it just didn't. And to see Horizons not only going back to the ways of old, but also making it feel fresh and new is something they really pulled off well, and I honestly can't wait for more. I honestly couldn't say anything negative about this episode at all. It was just an overall fantastic introduction to this new arc. But if I would have to point out a tiny negative, just a tiny one, then it probably would be that they introduced a crazy amount of new characters in just one episode, which could feel a little bit overwhelming. We are talking about at least 10 new characters, but I'm hopeful that with time we will get to know many of those new characters a little bit closer, especially since they are all so relevant in both the opening and the ending theme of this arc. So I have zero worries about that. In short, fantastic first impression on this new storyline, and I can't wait for more. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this review. What is your opinion? Tell me just like always. See you guys in the comments down below. Bye guys!